Okay, welcome back. Last time we started up with the Yorkist side of the game, leaving from Stonehenge. We duelled Taya in Windsor, Tristan in London, and Mai in Canterbury, and had three pretty simple duels. So now we've made it to Dover, and we can make our way over and across into France. If you're looking for a boat to take you to the continent, climb aboard. So now we get to deal with Mako Tsunami, who doesn't actually have any, like, he has no role in this game. He's just here to get us across the water. Alright, landlubber, if you want to reach the continent, you'll have to face me in a duel. Me, my name's Mako, Card Mercenary of Britain. Britain? I don't know how that's meant to be pronounced. At sea, you're in my element. I've been waiting for you to cross my path. Defeat me, and I'll deliver you to the shores of Boulogne. I've got nothing against you, but I've been paid well to ensure you never reach the continent, and I intend to keep my end of the bargain. Okay, so now we get to duel him in, I believe it's the Strait of Dover. Is it? Yes, it is. And his deck cost is 1001, so I'll just leave my deck as is. As I told you, the sea is my element. You haven't got a chance. I mean, I like the confidence. It's misplaced, but I like the confidence. Also, the music that plays when you're, like, going across there is some of the best in the game, and we will never hear it again. Like, we will never hear it again in-game. So his deck leader is Karyushin. Karyushin? And he has Karyushin, Spike Cedra, Seeking Dragon, Aqua Dragon, and Takri Minos on his ones. Honestly, I kind of want to play, like, half a duel just like this, because I think it would look cool. But at the same time, I'm actually just as much as I think it would be cool to play a duel like that, at the same time, it just looks like an absolute nightmare for, like, visual clarity, so I'm not going to. Like, for visual clarity and depth of field, that just seems like a nightmare, so I'm not gonna bother. And also, I don't know how Karyushin becomes a rear admiral, but, well, apparently it is. Now, I could just summon Toon Summon Skull and power it up, but I am going to play Barox, just a face-up defense mode here, get some points on it. But at the same time, I probably shouldn't, because I know for a fact, now, that the odds of me actually leveling up to get, an ability on my deck leader, by the time credits roll, if I manage to get an ability on my deck leader, something has gone horribly, horribly wrong. Either that, or I've decided to sit and grind for like 150 duels or something. I'll be honest, I've never played for long enough on one save file to actually see what happens and how long it takes. But I know you have to get to a super high rank to get each one. And also, I now have Toon Summon Skull in the field, so realistically, there's nothing Mako can do to stop me. Because, okay, he can attack, like with the giant jellyfish, but now, well, you know, Toon Summon Skull will do Toon Summon Skull things. And now we get to see the sea field. I'll see the giant jellyfish's attack and I'll cancel out of it by the time Toon Summon Skull attacks with its counter, because I know that it has a whole bunch of lightning, so it's a lot of kind of just flashes. So I'll leave that. Also, I'll be honest, I didn't really expect the giant jellyfish to do lightning, but hey, here we are. Okay, now Toon Summon Skull just, you know, retaliates, destroys the giant jellyfish, and we can move on with our day. However, I do want to see what giant jellyfish's effect was. I'm sure it must have had something. Or, I don't know, let's see here. What does it do? Giant jellyfish. Okay, well, it's in face-up defense mode. All Thunder monsters are reduced by 500 points. Honestly, that isn't even bad, but, you know, it's not like it's going to make any difference here. And now we just fuse the Great Mammoth of Goldfine, and he is now on the run, because there's nothing he can do to stop me. So, Change Slime. Oh! Okay, Change Slime in this game might actually be pretty good. Because it just okay, so it looks like when it's attacked, it just mimics the, whatchamacallit, the stats. But fortunately for me, it was in defense mode. And, well, just so happens that Great Mammoth of Goldfine has significantly higher attack points than defense. So, we still just kind of headbutt it and it falls down. But I do like that effect for it. That's a really nice effect for it. And with that, the change slime just perishes. Also, credit where it's due, I think that's a cool design for a slime. Like, no disrespect to other slimes in games. Like, there's some good ones. There's some slimes in games that I'm quite fond of. I like the Shin Megami Tensei and Persona one. I think it's very simple and just good. On the contrary, I have no strong feelings one way or the other towards a Dragon Quest slime. To be totally honest, I don't particularly care for Dragon Quest, is like one of the main things. Also, that just teleported itself towards me. Also, seeing this thing's like actual model, I had never envisioned that it looked like that. But whatever, here we are. So let's quickly just assign this back to where it was. Toon Summon Skull doesn't need to be bothered by this. Toon Summon Skull doesn't need to be bothered by this. Honestly, let's not have anything be bothered by it. It'll just fall into the trap card and be destroyed. Or at least it should. Knowing my luck, the trap card won't activate. Either way, we are in a pretty good position here. That should activate. Yep, there goes Uguchi. So that gets destroyed by Eat Gaboon. And now I'm in a position of complete control over the game. Because realistically, I have two super powerful monsters closing in. I have my other Baroks just kind of, I don't know, just kind of chilling, I guess. And this isn't actually an ideal situation for me, but whatever. You know what? It's fine. It isn't exactly the ideal situation that I would have wanted, but I'll just fuse these, summon up Ryukushin Howard, and give that a Fiend Castle, and that will bring it up to 2100, and now Mako can't hit over me. He has exactly one tile to work with, and basically he now has the option of, does he want to move into my Toon Summon Skull and Great Mammoth of Goldfine, or stay where he is and have Toon Summon Skull come to him? It appears he's gone for the latter of the two options, unless he has just summoned something to hit over the Great Mammoth. Which, honestly, he could have done. Nope, he did not. Okay, good to know. Did I draw anything super powerful here? You know what? Just because we can, just for the culture, we'll just power that up and attack with Toon Summon Skull, destroying the giant jellyfish. Okay, fantastic. I do kind of want to know what that last card is, though. I kind of want to know what he was approaching me with. And as a result, I'm actually going to wait it out one more turn. I'm going to wait it out. I want to see what he was playing. I want to see what this man was cooking. A man-eating black shark? Okay. Wait, I said I was going to give him one more turn. He has to surrender. He can't move, he can't unsummon. He has to surrender. You know what? I'll give him that little victory. He brought down the castle, so credit to him, I guess. That's the best anyone's done so far. And Barok's got another promotion. I think it's now a first lieutenant. Or maybe it's a second lieutenant. I forget which one's higher. Okay, so obviously the big win here would be Karyushin. So yeah, giant jellyfish. Giant jellyfish. You know what? I might as well just try to win in all of them. So I think if I go on Fiend Kraken, it should be okay. One shot. I was so close. I was so close to it. Not like it makes any real difference here. But with that, we can now make our way across and officially arrive in France. Which is pretty handy. You're something else. I never dreamed I'd lose a duel on the sea. I guess a promise is a promise. I'll deliver you to the shores of Boulogne. I don't know if that's pronounced correctly, but apologies if it isn't. So now, we have officially entered France. And we've arrived at, I assume this is Calais, right? That's probably Calais. I don't know for certain though, is it? No, that's Boulogne, okay. And we need to remove 22 points from our deck before we can go and duel Joey in Amiens. Now, what do I want to get rid of here? Honestly, it said, you know what? I'll get rid of Mikazuki no Yaiba because I'm probably never going to use it. And we get Baphomet. Okay, that's an interesting one. Baphomet, Harpy's Pet Dragon. Okay, Harpy's Pet Dragon's kind of nice. And a second Harpy's Pet Dragon. Okay. Okay, we got 2 copies of Harpy's Pet Dragon there. What's Baphomet do? Okay, that's not amazing, but I can work with it, I suppose. Honestly, Harpy's Pet Dragon would be super good if I wanted to build, like, a fully defensive deck. But also, that is a very high cost. Now, what do I want to get rid of? Also, congratulations to Barox on his promotion of being a first lieutenant. Okay, so, what do I get rid of? I need to reduce my deck cost by, like, 22 or something. I'll get rid of... honestly, what's the highest deck cost? What costs a lot in the deck? I'll get rid of 1 Kaiser Dragon, and I now have 23 to work with, so let's see what else I can add for 23. Honestly, I shouldn't just go from this and just try to balance it, but whatever. 23... You know what, I'll put in Masaki, the Legendary Swordsman, why not? Why not? I think I had 24, because I think I'm now too short, but whatever, it'll be okay. It'll be okay, as long as my number is lower than his, I'm okay. So I'm at 271, and his was 270. I overshot by 1. I thought I'd undershot. I had overshot. Okay. Okay, Masaki, the Legendary Swordsman. Where are you, buddy? 1100 attack points. It is right here. So 22. So I have 21 points to work with. Do you work on anything here? Thunder, Pyro, Aqua, and Rocks? Not really. You know what? I'll just put Witch's Apprentice in. Why not? I wish I had cards that could go across a Labyrinth field, though, because the next duel after this one might get a little bit annoying otherwise. Anyway, off we go. To Amiens. I'm Joey Duelist. I believe you've been looking for me. In England, I'm known as Christopher Urswick, but I'll be best remembered as the Slayer of the Rose Duelist. I mean, I love the confidence from Joey here. I really do. I love the confidence from the lad. But it is horrendously misplaced. Because, let's be real, he is not winning this duel. His odds of winning are pretty darn low. So his deck leader is the Flame Swordsman, and he has the exact same ones that Tristan had. To be honest, I kind of wish it was a bit more personalized for the person instead of just the thing, but hey, I can't really complain about it too much. Now, I'm actually going to do this another way here. I am going to put this down here, and since it's 1 tile to the left, this should tie in and end right at the main bit where the line of the dark field just connects in. So now, you are in my world. He now has to... So now, unless he goes all the way to the other side of the field, he can't do anything without, you know, going into my territory. Also, what was that power up you just played? Kunai with Chain? Okay, so that's a warrior of some description. So let's just quickly throw the Castle of Dark Illusions down, and Castle of Dark Illusions will now just kind of power up all of my fiends, and I'm pretty much in a position where I can't lose. Because 1 power up isn't really going to change enough to give him a... Oh, that's a potential lot of damage. Okay, I'll summon Fiend's Hand. I'll summon Fiend's Hand here. Also, by getting rid of most of the mountain field, I may have slightly inconvenienced myself for using Kaiser Dragon, but whatever, we'll be okay. Because now he attacks and just kind of just runs headfirst into this Castle of Dark Illusions, and, you know, just takes 780 damage. Which would have been 980 if I had Creole, but, you know, we don't have Creole on the field currently. And now... okay. You know what? I will summon Kaiser... No, wait. No, wait, I will summon Kaiser Dragon. No. I'll wait it out for 1 more... No, wait, I shouldn't. Okay, I know what I'm doing. Fiend's Hand... No, we'll fuse these, because now I can fuse these, I can summon Kaiser Dragon in another turn, and now Wolf Axe Wielder has a choice. It can either attack and destroy itself, or the summoned skull can attack it. And either way, it gets destroyed because it has nearly double its attack points. Honestly, very bold play from Joey to just not put it into defense mode at all. Honestly, I kind of have to respect that. Honestly, I kind of just want to summon a Reaper with the cards as well. So, you know what? I will just power up Summon Skull some more. And walk forward. I guess that's what I'll do. I'll just walk forward with Summon Skull. Because he doesn't know what it is. He doesn't know it's a fiend that's getting powered up by... Well, okay, he could probably assume it's getting powered up by darkness. Oh, buddy, you just threw the entire game. Like, he just walked right into that. He just attacked my Summon Skull with the weakest monster in his deck. Okay. Credit where it's due. I tried to give him some time. I really did. But no, he just wanted to run it down. Like, I kind of want to, you know, stick around and see if he'd play the Red Eyes Black Dragon, but I guess not. Okay, we got 2. Can I win Baby Dragon? No, I can't. Okay. I pressed that way too early. I pressed that way too early if I was going to win Baby Dragon. But hey, we'll see who our next opponent is. I say that, I already know who our next opponent is. Actually, no, wait. I forgot another duel. Also, he just said he guessed he underestimated us. Anyway, I forgot that you have to duel Shadi in this game. Like, I think he's this duel, and I completely forgot he was even here. Yeah, 982. Honestly, I'll just go and duel him now. At last we meet, Duelist. You've soiled the roots of justice with your betrayal. Your mind lacks the seeds of truth. I judge you unworthy and will punish you here and now. Should the power of your mind prove weak, you are destined to fall before me. Okay, so here's the thing. I might actually be in a bit of trouble here, because I'm pretty sure Shadi's field has a lot of crush tiles in it. Yeah, it is in 4 sections, and it's all crush tiles. I was blocking them off. However, I could literally just sit here in the dark and be totally okay, because what's he gonna do to stop me? And realistically, I have the darkness on one side, I have the wasteland on another. Realistically, he can't do anything to stop me. And also, just so happens that a few of my pretty notable monsters, like Reaper of the Cards and Barox, you know, it just so happens that they may or may not be able to just, kind of just walk on over the crush tiles regardless. So, yeah, this isn't going to be an issue. And, you know, if I draw my Yami field, if I draw my Darkness field, it's even more over. Also, Giant Soldier of Stone kind of just, slowly walking. It's kind of slowly walking on up. It's just standing there, menacingly. Actually, hang on, wait, I need to flip it face up. Then it'll be standing there menacingly. And he already has to move. He already has to either summon something powerful or move. Also, I should probably see what card effects he has on that. 2200, okay, Soul Hunter. Credit where it's due, Soul Hunter does look cool. I think the image of just like a cool looking puppet with a scythe on basically a dragon looks super sick. Okay, so what does this have? Destroy warriors by the looks of things. Improved resistance for spells and traps? Okay. And he can power up rocks by being near them. Okay. So let's just put Toon Summon Skull down here and blast this Soul Hunter next week. And now I have a card that I want to win. Because if I win Soul Hunter, that's another very powerful fiend to add to the collection. Also, okay, whatever he just powered up, that is still not powerful enough for it to be even remotely threatening to me. So, what I'm actually gonna do is, I'll move one tile back, I'll flip Creole there. Obviously, Toon Summon Skull can't move from here until I change the field entirely. But I'll just play Barox in defense mode. Realistically, what can that thing do to stop me? Also, if he doesn't move, he is taking a ton of damage. If he doesn't move, he is taking a ton of damage. He has to move. Okay, so let's see what this thing is. Because honestly, I'm curious as to what it is. But either way, I know it can't hit over barracks. I know for a fact that it can't possibly hit over barracks because it has because I have 1,530 defense points, and therefore, if it had more than 1,500, it would be destroyed by the crush field. However, maybe it's a defensive play. Maybe it's a defensive monster. I'll just move forward and see what Barracks has to say about it. It's an electric snake, okay. So it does actually have enough defense points that Barracks can't handle it. That's a little inconvenient. But it is now spellbound because it's a light monster. And I can pretty much cause a bit of a problem for him right now. I say that, I probably can't. No, wait, I'll move Creole. Because obviously, the electric snake can't attack me this turn. So I can summon three-headed Guido and just get an attack in. So this will do 1,200. It's not a massive amount, but you know what? Well, unfortunately, that is the nature of the crush field. Yeah, the crush field kind of just... The crush field kind of just grinds the game to a slow pace. Fortunately for me, though, eventually I know I have Yami in the deck. However, my fiends don't want to go into the forest if they can avoid it, let's be honest. So, actually, I can have Barracks just move. But I'll put three-headed Guido into defense. And now I can just move forward with my other things. And Creole can stay in defense mode there. And do I have a monster I can... yeah, sure, I'll attack with Fiend's Hand, why not? I'll attack with Fiend's Hand so I can get 600 damage out, and on top of that, I don't really need to worry too much. I don't need to worry too much, because if something attacks and destroys Fiend's Hand, one, there's no way I lose. There's no way I lose because of the amount of damage that I'd be taking, and anything that destroys it in battle gets destroyed in return, so I'm in a pretty good position right now. Electric Snake is now pretty much moving itself into its own danger zone. To be totally honest, I'm okay, Serpentine... Okay, Serpentine Princess will now just destroy itself. Because it's now super powerful, but it's on the crush field. So it just destroyed itself, in addition to the fact that it would have already been destroyed by that. Also, I don't... What did it even... What was its effect even doing? Serpentine Princess. Own reptile monsters are strengthened by 900 points? That isn't even a bad card. Oh, it's over. This duel's over next turn. He can't win. I'll just have Barracks move over to here. Because if he doesn't move next turn... Wait. Yeah, I can finish him off this turn. I can just summon King of Yami-Makai and attack. I can just summon King of Yami-Makai in the forest, powered up with the Fiend's Castle, and just end him. And from there, well, I'm in a position where I can't really lose. Because now, well, realistically, what's he gonna do? Hit me? He can't. He can't hit me, because he's about to lose. This duel is over. And with that, J. Shardy Morton is defeated, and now I have to play a fun little minigame called Do I Win the Soul Hunter? So I'm hoping I can win Soul Hunter here, because I really want to get Soul Hunter. Because it's by far the best card I could potentially get out of him. Do I see it in there? I do see it in there. That's Hibikime. Okay, Soul Hunter is next to Salamandra. That's a second Hibikime. Okay, what is it on this one? It's next to Invigoration. So if I click on fire... Never mind, okay. I mean, I can always come back and try to win it later. Not like it makes any difference. I don't need it. I am a little bit upset at my own inability to play the slots correctly. To be totally honest, I am also, like, doing a second thing at the same time. It would seem that all is lost. But such is not the case. I've only just begun. Do you think your power has enough in... Do you think you have enough power in your mind to face me? I mean, I don't need to. Also, so yeah, while I was doing those slots, I was also just, like, sending a quick text to be like, hey, can I get this thing? Because, 10 out of 10, professionalism. And now we get to go and duel Jasper Dice Tudor, who, honestly, I'm not going to change the deck because I know I have to weaken my deck a lot for the duel after this. I'm Jasper Ice Tutor. I will show you the true meaning of power. And he intends to do so. Because he runs an Exodia deck. And by that I mean, this could be an issue. Because, Exodia decks are kind of powerful. And I forgot to show what Shadi's stained glass window things were. I will edit that in later. So he has Dark Magician, Exodia, Dark Magician, Exodia, Dark Magician Girl, Time Wizard, and Magician of Black Chaos. Credit where it's due. That is a strong group. That's a very strong group. Okay, so Creole can move to here, and I'll just have that kind of just sat there. But yeah, basically, what Grandpa's strategy here is basically very simple. He likes to try to run from this bottleneck, basically. And I can summon Skull next turn, so I'll just wait it out. So yeah, basically, he likes to try... So obviously, if you have cards that can traverse through the labyrinth, this duel becomes hilariously easy, because you just wander on through the labyrinth and just destroy him. Because, you know, you just get wall hacks and just walk right on through. However, because we don't have wall hacks, we'll have to play legitimately. And we just have to kind of single file make our way through and around. And he likes to try to stall you. Like, he likes to stall a lot with cards like Swords of Revealing Light and various spells and traps. To be honest, he doesn't have all that many monsters, and the ones he does have aren't particularly powerful. However, you know, if you have Exodia, you can just win automatically, because, you know, it's Exodia. So, obviously, we do not want to lose to Exodia. Fortunately, as I've mentioned previously, I have played this game a lot, and I have a really good track record for this, because I have not lost to him once when he's been playing Exodia. Actually, now I'm thinking about it, I don't think I've ever actually lost to this guy, like, I don't think I've ever lost to this guy, getting obliterated by Exodia or not. I think I've just never lost to him. To be totally honest with you, that's not really surprising. He's not exactly the toughest opponent in the world. Genuinely, he will just try to stall you out, pretty much. He pretty much just doesn't want you playing. It's basically like, oh, well, I will just stall my way to victory. And unfortunately for him, that won't really work for him. And also, if I can just... Basically, I have an offensive line moving forward with me and a defensive line moving forward with me. I'm pretty much in a situation where defeat isn't really on the cards. It's not really on the cards, it's not really on the table, it's not really happening. I'm just gonna get rid of these two so I can, you know, clear two spaces in my hand. Because realistically, why not? Also, I think I mentioned it in the... I want to say I mentioned it when I was playing Power Stone. This is like 2 weeks after I recorded the Power Stone episode. I'm near the end of Yakuza 4. I kind of like took a little break because I mostly just had like all of the miscellaneous stuff left to do. And also just for general convenience this turn I'll actually move myself back. And just put down the Castle of Dark Illusions here. Realistically, I probably should have had it here, but you know, I can move it and have it just block that out in the near future. And oh, that's one of his deck leader effects. Okay. So it took me a second there, but one of his deck leader effects, I assume, must weaken my fiends when they're close by, because my Summon Skull got close to it. Just desserts. What does that do? How much is this gonna hit me for? That is 1,700. That's quite a lot. How does it calc damage for it in this game? 300 multiplied by the number of enemies on the field. Oh, right. Okay, yeah, never mind. I got it. It was meant to be 1,500, but it added another 200 because of Creole. 10 out of 10. Never mind. I understand. I got it. 10 out of 10. I remembered, you know, maths. And now, let's just get rid of that basic insect, summon up the Reaper of the Cards, and, well, Castle of Dark Illusions has now completely just blocked off that path. Castle of Dark Illusions, totally fine. And also, if I draw my Dark Field, if I draw Yami here, I'm basically in a position where I can turn this entire side of the field into darkness. Like, I can just plunge that entire side of the field into the dark, and realistically, what can he do to stop me in that situation? And there's Toon World. Also, the game calls it Fiend Castle, but let's be real. It's Toon World. That is Toon World. Like, it even says it on the book, it's Toon World. But with that, let's just power up the Reaper of the Cards, so I know now, when he probably flips a Time Seal on me in like 2 turns, so now when he flips a Time Seal on me, whenever he inevitably does that, I'll be able to just wander on through with something else. Also, an interesting play from him there. Let's see how that one works out for him. Because, quite simply, that was a very, very stupid move on his part. And also, this episode has just gone over half an hour. This episode has just ticked over half an hour, but I am going to make this one a slightly longer episode, because I have this duel, then the next one, and then it's like the final 3. So I'll do the next duel, and then I'll do the final 3 in the next episode, and then we are actually done with that. So this is actually going to end up being the second last episode of Duelists of the Roses. Because, to be totally honest... okay, hang on, he just flipped Injection Fairy Lily, okay. But yeah, this is now a situation where defeat is not happening. His last card, the last line of defense this man had to stop me, and he played Ukazi, of all things. Also, what do you do? Oh, wow, that does nothing. Injection Fairy Lily kinda sucks in this game, huh? Like, wow, you gain 50 life points back each turn it's in defense mode. 50 whole life points! That is such a garbage ability. You might as well not have anything. Also, if he doesn't play, like, something right now to cover that entrance... There we go. And either way, he is now in a dire situation. Because now, well, you know, Summon Skull is in the entrance. The Reaper of the Cards has also reached the entrance. There's nothing he can do anymore. It's over. This game is over for him. And that, if that appears in the whatchamacallit, in the graveyard slot, winning Swords of Revealing Light could be very helpful. Like, Swords of Revealing Light is always good to have, just in general. And to be totally honest, I'm amazed I haven't wanted it in any trap cards, and I'm amazed he hasn't flipped any Time Seals or anything. I just lost. He just played a second Just Desserts. I just lost to Creole. I lost to Creole there. I actually just lost my previous deck leader. I should have put Creole in attack mode. That's a minor annoyance. I'm afraid you just didn't stand a chance against my superior skill. Right. Okay, you know what? We are running this back right now. Just instantly, I'm running this back and I'm destroying this man. Because, honestly, that is the most annoying loss I could possibly have. So, right, Barracks, we are tearing this man to shreds. Like, straight up, like, no more questions, no more comments. I'm just gonna have my monsters tear this man to shreds. Limb from limb. Okay, that's maybe a bit mean, but still. Yeah, Two-Headed King Rex, off you go. Destroy this man. Honestly, Two-Headed King Rex probably overpowers most of his monsters anyway, so. But yeah, in terms of actually fighting me, he can't win. In terms of having an actual fight with me, his odds of winning are 0. unfortunately for me, he has very little intention of fighting me. Which, you know, kind of sucks for me, because I want to fight him. Because, you know, this is Rushdown versus Zoning, basically. Because, well, you know, he wants to keep me away, and I want to get in and do damage. So this is basically a card game Zoning versus Rushdown matchup. So let's just move on forward. Gravity Bind. What does Gravity Bind do? Power decrease. Oh, it's not a oh, okay, that's a lot. Hang on, wait. Let's see here. What did that do? That is absolutely insane. That's ridiculous for this game. Reduces your attack stat by 1500 and permanently spellbinds. Honestly, I kind of want to get that now. If I can win that and put that in the deck, that's potentially huge. Okay, Two-Headed King Rax, you served your purpose, get on out of here. Blackland Fire Dragon is here to take over. And also, we can just move forward with Eat Gaboon, because why not? And I will keep a hold of those for now. Actually, I'll throw Wicked Dragon with the Ursat's head down, I suppose. I won't get any real use out of it, but whatever. Because honestly, as long as I can kind of just filter through my cards a little faster, honestly, in an ideal scenario, I'd be able to just draw Yami. In an ideal scenario, I just draw Yami and just rush him right now. No, but I do got my Castle of Dark Illusions. I don't want to do that. I want to put Castle of Dark Illusions down here, because what I don't want to do there is accidentally fuse that into a Komori Dragon. Because that would have been pretty bad, and I would have hated that if I'd accidentally done that, because my Castle of Dark Illusions is very important to me. I say that, it doesn't really do any offensive work, it's just there on it's just there on defense. Also, losing to Just Desserts there, yeah, this episode is going long. This one will probably be going up to like 45 minutes, probably closer to like 50. Either way, Blackland Fire Dragon can now approach, it can nearly enter the darkness. So, you know what? I never thought I would see the day, but I think I'm going to have Blackland Fire Dragon as, like, the star of the show in a duel. And honestly, part of that brings a level of joy to me, because honestly, I do really like Blackland Fire Dragon. It's a card I've always thought was cool. And now it can enter the darkness next turn. And, you know, I'll send Ryukushin powered just for a little bit of backup. I mean, realistically, it probably doesn't need to be there, but hey, off we go. And, okay, yeah, it's at 1800 because it had plus 500 minus 3, okay. So, off we go. Honestly, the fact that he... Summon Forms from here that I can just someone has that of next turn face up without being spellbound, and we win. And he wins. Okay, so we destroy the arm and he can't summon Exodia now, right? Like, did I just lose again? If I lost again, I'm ending the episode. If I lost again, I'm ending the episode right now. Okay, no, it's over. He's done. He's cooked, he's washed, it's over. Honestly, that was almost a catastrophe. That could have been so bad. That could have been so bad. Man. High quality gameplay, I'm telling you. High quality gameplay. I think he's only allowed one copy of each Exodia piece. Okay, crisis averted. Like, actually crisis averted. Wow. Okay, yeah. That was... Oy. Not exactly an ideal way to win, but you know what? We're gonna win regardless. Again, you know what? Next turn, he has to surrender. So you know what? I'll take my win that way. Like, honestly, part of me should... Honestly, if I wasn't, like, concerned about time and stuff, I would have probably just I would have probably been willing to just lose for the content. But no, sometimes we do not throw for content. Sometimes we just have to win because we are... Look, if that happened in the first duel and I wasn't annoyed about, you know, losing to 2 copies of Just Desserts and Creole, I probably would have been a bit more receptive to just going like, yeah, I can get hit by Exodia, why not? But no, we win. And now, we don't actually win any Exodia pieces from him, I don't think. Yeah, we can get Magic Jammer and that's it, so I don't even care, because I'm not even going to use Magic Jammer. So now, one quick deck reshuffle later, and we can go and duel our our last opponent for this episode. And then we'll be able to make our way on to the final 3. You may have beaten me, but I doubt you'll survive a duel with my nephew Yugi. I mean, I barely survived Exodia. Like, if that had been one more turn, if I had been 1 turn further away, I was done. And also, yeah, we now have to go to Ren and duel Bakura, who has, I believe, the lowest deck cost in the entire game. So it is time, unfortunately, to get rid of some of my powerful monsters. So Kaiser Dragon is temporarily out. Ushioni, Reaper of the Cards, Neckhunter, King of Yamimakai, and Metal Guardian, for now, all out. And in their place, we are putting in trash, garbage, useless things that we will never, ever need otherwise. So basically, I just took out most of my super powerful monsters and threw in garbage. But hey, we'll, off we go. So you're the one they call the Rose Duelist. I'm Bakura, a Britann card warrior. There is a time when some knew me as Jack Cade or Mortimer. You stand on Celtic soil where card dueling has been passed on for generations. In particular, my family has mastered the art of the Dark Duel. Well, shall we begin? So this is another historical goof, I guess, because Jack Cade, I think he's been dead for like 100 years or something. He'd been dead for a while by the time this happened, and I don't really remember what kind of alignment he would have had. Also, Bakura's deck leader is the Dark Plant. It will give him a tiny bit of life points every turn, I think. And he has the Green Phantom King, Mushroom Man, Queen of Autumn Leaves, Ancient Tree of Enlightenment, and the Barrel Lily. So here's the plan. If I can just draw my Yami field spell, man, for a second I thought I'd actually just pulled that turn 1, and that would have been great. On the plus side, Phantom Dewan can just kind of wander on through uninhibited, and Reaper of the Cards can do whatever it wants. Barox can do whatever it wants. I can't really lose here. Even though I'm in a forest field, we aren't going to be in any real danger here. Like, 2 more turns and Well, this is really awkward for you, buddy. Because now, well, we've now just created the darkness. So, yeah, this duel is over. This duel is over because I now have the dark field all around me, and I have super powerful monsters just waiting in my deck. I did just take most of them out, but, you know, they're still just waiting there in the deck. And also, I know that Bakura doesn't really carry many strong monsters in his. You know what? Wretched Ghost of the Attic, it's your time to shine, little buddy. It is the only time I will ever give you time to shine. But it's your time to shine, little buddy. Destroy this man. Like, this is... what Wretched Ghost of the Attic is basically just Karibo 2. So, yeah. I may be about to destroy this man with... Karibo and Karibo 2. Karibo 2? Karibo... whatever. Anyway, Wretched Ghost of the Attic is not a good card by any stretch of the imagination. And it's probably about to ruin this man's entire day. It's about to end this man's entire career. I mean, I say that. I say it would end this man's entire career, like, you know, as previously stated, the guy who he was meant to be was already dead for a good while by the time this, by the time the events of this game would have happened. He would have died a good few years ago. So, meanwhile, while he's taking his turn, I'm going to quickly Google just to make sure that I was correct on this. Okay, whatever that is, that's still not really an issue. Unless it's a solely defensive monster, then it could be an issue. Yeah, Jack Cade's rebellion happened in 1450, apparently. And there was a Cornish rebellion in 1497, which was, you know, at a later time, but Jack Cade himself had been dead for a good while. Okay, that's another dark plant, that's not going to do anything. So yeah, Jack Cade was dead for a good while by the time this happened. By the time the Wars of the Roses would have ended. Oh, that's actually perfect. Wretched Ghost of the Attic is not actually boosted up to be that strong. I had worried about that for nothing, because I forgot about my Darkness field. And that just created 2 more Crush Tiles. I didn't lose any of my Darkness there. Wait, I might have lost 1. I don't think I did, though. So, this is perfect for me, because now I can summon... Actually, I can summon Two-Headed King Rex, which is even more powerful, and it can go into the forest, which is probably not great for me, because, you know, my deck has been not very forest-friendly for the entire playthrough up to this point, but you know what? We'll see how it goes. He gains 50 points every turn. I distinctly remember playing this as a kid and always hated dueling Bakura because he would try to stall the game as much as he could. And honestly, it was just very annoying knowing the fact that he would be able to do it. Like, I hated knowing that he would always be able to just stall the game if he wanted to. Okay, so Alone, I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm really sorry on my awful attempts at pronunciation of things. Either way, he's now basically boxed in, and we can finish him off very soon. What's that? Firegrass. Okay, that's a bit of an annoyance, but it's not going to be an issue, because it only won there because it was in the forest, and I didn't really, you know, want to put my Two-Headed King Rex into the Crush field, because that would have just destroyed it. Okay, so, basically, we're going to finish this off soon, and, yeah, I've basically done half of this side of the game in this episode. To be fair, I did 3 in the last one. I think I've done like 5 or 6 in this one. Now... Oh, well... Yep, let's just do this, because now he has to do some... Wait... I shouldn't do that. I should not put my Castle of Dark Illusions there. I should not put my Castle of Dark Illusions there. Because if I power up my Wretched Ghost of the Attic while it's on there, it'll be too strong and get itself destroyed. However, now it's all free game. I mean, I say that, it's not, but whatever, we can win. I can finish him off probably next turn or the turn after. What does Gate Deeg do? Oh, it maxed out his number of summoning stars, okay. Gate Deeg is such a weird card, I've always hated it. It's, I don't know, it just something, or maybe everything about it is just like that specific kind of gross that I hate. Okay, so Creole, destroy Firegrass for me right now, buddy. And he has 1 tile to work with. Literally 1. Because I now put my Castle of Dark Illusions there. And actually, I'll get rid of Creole. Flip this face up, Karibo goes there, and he's completely boxed in. It is game over. Game over, he gains 50 life points, but, you know, that doesn't make any difference because he just surrendered. And with that, that is the second last Rose card acquired. So now now I'm prepared to go and finish off the game next time. So, I don't need any of these cards, so let's just win whatever we can. Honestly, the fact that I just kind of clicked all of those buttons, just like 1, 2, 3, just without really thinking about it, and nearly won, is kind of impressive. But hey, so with that, off we go. No, no way. I warn you, your next field of battle will be your last. Be prepared to meet your maker. So, with that, we can now head on over to Brest, which is where Yugi is hiding out, and we can go and duel him, but we'll be doing that next time. So, yeah, I'm going to end off today's episode here. Yeah, and next time we'll actually have the finale of Duelists of the Roses. So as always, feel free to leave a comment and click any buttons down below if you feel so inclined, and I will hopefully see you all next time for the last episode of Duelists of the Roses. Okay, thanks for watching. Later.